Hello, hello friends. My name is Kim and you're watching All Things Kimberly. Today we're going to take a look at our budget for November, but first we're going to open some Happy Mail. Now I'm not real sure what this is, but we're going to find out. Let's see. Oh, I know what this is. This is from Black and Blue. It was something I ordered a little while ago. Yes, it is. Yay. So, I ordered this scratcher. I can get it open. I'm gonna cut it. How pretty. Yes, that'll do the job, you guys. I'm gonna put that in with my pins. And then I was getting low on my Sort Quick, see? So since I was starting to need some, I went ahead and ordered a blinged out version. How cute. Oh, and look, it's a different color than the one I have. Love it, love it. Yay. Thank you, Erica. Let's see what we got here. So we have a smiley face. And it says, Kimberly, thanks for your support, Erica. Making it bling. Very cute. Thank you. Okay, let's take a look at the budget, shall we? So, I went ahead and done this much of it. Got some bills laying over here beside me. And we got to step back to October to get some things. So, paycheck 1, 2, 3, and 4. I get 4 paychecks a month. We usually get around $860, $665, $2235, and $800. That's my estimate of what we will get. Huge shout out to my good friend Kathy from Kathy's Cash and Coin for helping me learn how to zoom in when I'm editing my videos. $45.60. Now, I am a month ahead budgeter. What does that mean? That means that all my bills are paid a month ahead. So last month in October, I saved the money up for the bills that I pay for November. I'll do the same thing this month. This month, I will be saving up for December's bills. This one is for my cash wallet. This one is for my bills. So we will need approximately $28.50 for bills, and then we will need to see how many weeks do we have in November. I start on Monday, so 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. And what do I put in my wallet each week? I did write it over here. So my groceries, I like to have 400. Eating out, we usually do, I think it's 75 a week. So that's 150, 300. Fuel, 300, 75 a week. Health, we try to do $100 a month. Pets, we're going to go back down to 50. Sad thing, you guys. That's one of the reasons I didn't get everything uploaded yesterday that was for sale in the video, the new Etsy shop items. While we were on our cruise, Rusty and Clyde, my beagle, have gone missing. And we have been searching high and low for them. High and low. And we got a tip that somebody may have seen them, so we left to go do that. instead of me getting everything up yesterday. So they went up this morning. So far, still no luck. We do have a reward out for them, but I'm thinking that somebody has stolen them. Okay, Howard allowance 200, Kim allowance 200, $50 a week. So that's 7, 8, 9, let's see, 700, well, it's 450 plus 400. We need 1550 for this. So from paycheck 1, 860. So 1550. Double check December. You just get to go along as I use my brain here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the same for December. 4 weeks. So 1550 is what we need. Our first paycheck, we have 860. So for this, 1550 divided by 4 equals 380. Might as well say 388 each check is what we'll need for our wallet for next month. Okay, you take your 860. My calculator buttons are not working good. Your 860 minus the 388. That leaves 472 we input toward bills for next month on paycheck 1. 665 minus 388 leaves 277 we can put from paycheck 2. We skip 3 because that's my big one. 800 minus 388 leaves 412 from paycheck 4. And remember, for the bills, we needed a total of $28.50. So our $28.50 minus 412 minus 277 minus 472. We still need 1939. So I'm going to write that right here, and I'll show you why. 2235 minus the 388 for the cash wallet leaves only 1847. We need 1939, so we're going to write 1847 here, which gives us a grand total of okay, I've made a mistake somewhere, guys. Let me erase this. Real life happening here. Get my whiteout out. Okay. I've got the awfulest tickle in my throat. Okay, we have to have 2850 minus, we've got 472 minus 277 minus 412. So we need 1689. 1689 out of paycheck 3. So paycheck 3, it was 2235 minus 388 minus 1689 leaves us $158 to the good. 158 left over. Okay, next we need to take a look at our bills. Now, remember we had money from last month for these bills. We had $28.50. So $28.50 we've already got saved. Our mortgage is $305. Here's where I got to pull out these electric bills and stuff. Our water bill is $72.20. The garage electric bill is $40.76, and these are actual. Just putting them in the planned. The outbuilding is $15.53. And our home was $213.98. Okay. My car is $775. Let me double check how much State Farm is. State Farm is $446.80. Now that does include my homeowner's insurance, my husband's dump truck, both of our vehicles. I think that's it. T-Mobile is $227. That includes a payment for his watch and his phone. Frontier is $85. But you can see here, I'm getting ready to cancel it because we don't need it. I like to pay $150 on our doctor bills. Blank is who I pay through Amazon Prime for our security cameras. Netflix is only $5 because T-Mobile pays most of that. Iron Horse is the new side-by-side. And let me double check and make sure I'm writing the right amount for it. Iron Horse is $475.
Call from 1775837.
So let's add this up. Let me close this bit. I should have already done this. Oh, and I am going to round up on these, you guys. So that's $23.93, and I'm going to double check it. $28.23 I got now. Well, let's do it again. $28.23. Okay, remember we only saved, or we had saved $28.50, so that leaves a difference of $27. So the 27 plus the 158 gives us 185 total left over, and that will go for our buffer. Yes, unless we have miscellaneous that comes out that is not budgeted for. Okay, now we're going to take a look at what we are going to stuff our savings challenges and our binders with. My paychecks go toward our bills, our regular expenses, cash envelopes, all the day-to-day living expenses and bills. What I stuff the savings challenges with comes from my side hustle income, which is Etsy, YouTube, if I get extra money on my paychecks, extra bus runs. The extra bus runs, if I get extra runs, I want to start having it go toward debt. I just want my savings challenge and cash stuffing of sinking funds to come from Etsy and YouTube. That's my goal. All right, you guys, let's get started. Okay, we're going to take a look at my Etsy pay from October, which is what I stuff in November. So total payout, I started doing this off camera. $2,014.29. From that, I use $3.90 or $3.29 for my change. My ones, $6. Taxes will get $500. Supplies will get $500. And that leaves $1,005 for savings challenges and sinking funds. For the grand total of $2,014.29. From YouTube, I didn't get anything in October. If you know, you know. I have not received a lot of pay from YouTube. I think I've either gotten 2 or 3 checks total since I become monetized almost a year ago. So you don't get a lot of pay from YouTube, but when I do, it will go into the sinking funds and savings challenges. Okay, now we're going to get started on what we're going to do with this money. If you'll notice, I now have critters here, so it's going to be quite a bit noisier. So I have made a list of my binders. We have a high priority sinking funds, low priority sinking funds, grandkids, monthly, month ahead, the Bucks binder, the cruise binder, the road trip binder. And these come from my allowance, my Girl Boss binder, the Healthy Life, and this month is the binder that I use to store cash in. So let's put cash storage. That's when I bring it home from the bank. Then we have our Shout Out Sunday Savings Challenge and our Live Your Dream Savings Challenge we do on Saturday. So we had a total of $1,005 going toward these binders. Okay. Now over here, I've made a list of the binders. Hopefully this gets easier each month for us. Okay. If you'll remember, I cleared out all my binders when we paid down on the side-by-side. I was able to reallocate some leftover funds to some of them, but some of them I was not able to. Babies. They're playing with dice. So, with that being said, real estate taxes is paid for this year. Personal property is paid. I have the money for Westgate. I have the money for Grand Crown. I have the money for Christmas in the money that we received back in the annuity that my husband was paying me back. Sorry about that. I'm moving the critters into a bedroom. Those are all fully funded for 2023 with the money I received where my husband paid me back from his annuity. So we're just going to start out on 2024's savings. That's why we're starting at 0. So in total, now that doesn't include the emergency fund. I have $1,000 in a high yield savings account for the emergency fund, and I have $30 cash. So my goal is to save $9,150 for 2024. We have $1030. Okay. I made some notes over here. And I want to move Christmas, anniversary, and birthday down to my low priority binder. And I need to add a subscription binder or a subscription envelope to the high priority. Now on the low priority, I also need to add a dental and a vision. So those are changes we need to make. We're starting out at 0 on all of these. Everything's been done for this year that we need done. So we're starting brand new and fresh for 2024. We have a goal of $1,000 for medical, $1,000 for home, $1,000 for auto, which is probably not enough, but that's our starting goal. Clothes, $500. That's $250 a piece for me and Howard. That's not a lot, but I shop off season when I can, and that's usually how we get our clothes, so we get a big discount on them. I've always shopped off season. Critters binders, I did take a look at how much they have. Storm so far has $720. Scarlet has $720. All the other 6 have $140. our monthly binder goals. You can see them over here. They're all just about 120 except for August, which is when I try to help the critters with back to school. It's 480. October, which is Halloween. We love Halloween. It's 240. And Christmas extra in December is 240. Our month ahead, it does have money in it. Groceries, this is one of the ones I was able to reallocate funds in. Groceries, our goal 480, we have 160. Eating out 360, we have 20. Fuel 480. Well, you can see it. Our goal is 4320, which is a little bit more than we need, which is good because we now have the side-by-side, which is not listed on here. So it will have to be added. The goal 4320. We have 1320. We also have our Bucks binder, our cruise binder, and our road trip binder. These get stuffed with savings challenges, and the Bucks is from the ones left over. Okay, so with our $505, we are going to put, let's see how we can do this. We will start with, let's just try, let me use my erasable pen. So toward our emergency fund, we will do 10, real estate 10, personal property 10, Westgate 10, Grand Crown 10, Christmas 10, anniversary 10, birthdays 10, subscriptions 10. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90 we're going to add in this binder. Now remember, on our savings challenges, we do bump these up with things from our savings challenges. So that will leave us 505 minus 90. That'll leave us 415. So medical, we're just going to go with what we have here right now. 10, 10, 10, and 10. So minus, that'll be 40. Minus 40. 375. Okay, in the kids, I want to add, let's see, Storm. The goal for each grandchild is $12.75. Storm and Scarlet are at $7.20. Let's add 30. We're going to add 30 somewhere for them each. That'll get them up to $7.50. And then we're just going to add 10 each for the others. This is going to take a big chunk, but I've got to get caught up on this. 30, 40, 50, 60, 120, 375 minus 120. That's going to leave us 255. And then we are going to go ahead and let's try 10 on each of these and see where that, well, let's see. We really need to do more on some of these because they're coming up. So let's do 20 and 20, and then we'll do 10. See where that gets us. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40. 140. So minus 140. That leaves us 115. So we'll allocate this 115 in these. The other 500. Well, no, wait a minute. The other 500 goes to our savings challenges. That's right, and that's what funds these. These are funded by savings challenges. Well, these two are. The Bucks is just from leftover ones. Okay, we'll get this straight. We'll do better next month. This is leftover ones. Okay, so we have 115. What's got the least? Well, let's see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, and 15. Let's just do it that way. So 10 in each, except at the bottom. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, and 15. And that leaves us 0, which is our zero-based budget. Okay. That is what I'm going to add to these. But remember, we do have savings challenges that funds. So that was our 505. This was supposed to say, okay, I didn't write it. 505 went to all of these, and 500 will go to Shout Out Sunday. Whoops. 500 will go to Shout Out Sunday and Live Your Dream. And those two are what funds the cruise, road trip, stuff like that. Each of my challenges have a job to do, and that's what's going to go fund that stuff. These big binders, these are 505. And then this one, the Girl Boss is from my allowance. This month is my cash storage binder where I allocate the next month's bills, things like that. When I find star notes, I put them in there. When I find letter bucks, I stick them in there until we do the binder. Healthy Life, we haven't been working on, but that comes out of my allowance as well. And my G bucks, that's where those come from. Okay, I wanted to make sure you knew where all the money comes from and goes to. The only other thing we'll have to look at is this leftover money, a total of 185. If we don't have any miscellaneous, that's what it will be. Also, if we have more on our paychecks than what this says, that's going to go toward debt. So we need to write miscellaneous and debt here. Our number one debt we want to work on paying off is Iron Horse. So we'll see if we can get some extra going toward that. The whining you're hearing is Bonnie. She's missing her brother Clyde and Rusty. And if you heard the thumping earlier in the video, that was the parrots. Baby Bird and Buddy Bird. We do still have some pets, even though our sweet Rusty and Clyde are missing. And hopefully we will find them. Okay, you guys. That is it for November's budget. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's got a little chaotic here at the end with my critters being here, but we can only do what we can do. I appreciate you all so much. Please consider subscribing, leaving me a big thumbs up, and a comment. And as always, my friends, enjoy the journey. Bye for now.